Okay. So, what have you enjoyed about living in a residence hall?
So living in a dorm is a lifetime experience, and meeting new people that you will not usually go into in your usual social scene. We have allies that throw parties and uh,
It's okay.
You can start over from the top. It's
Oh
cool.
my God.
Yeah, we know it's just relax, like just how we did it before. Sorry, my voice. So I'm throwing out my relaxed vibe.
Okay.
So like I know you mentioned before talking about the residence hall, how you participate in different activities and how you've gotten to know and just you know sharing, you know, going from you living with your
Yeah.
brothers and sisters
Okay.
and stuff like that, coming
Okay.
out here.
Okay.
How that
Okay.
is, you know.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. What have you enjoyed about living in a residence hall?
Living in a dorm is a lifetime experience where you can meet new people from different countries. You have a small cultural exchange. You can share my home country food. We had a lot of fun events here. We went bowling, which is my first time ever doing that.
That's awesome.
I had my first experience in Christmas. We had a white elephant, and I stole the your gift. And for me, it's my first time ever living in a dorm. I've been living with my family for my whole life, and that was quite challenging for me to come here from the other side of the world. But everything was fun. Everything was really cool. I have friends here. They can give you support. They can help you in whenever you need them. So
That's
yeah.
awesome. You did good. That was perfect. Let's see. How has it been like living with a roommate? I know oftentimes at home either maybe we might share a room with our sibling or something, or have our own room. But how is it transitioning? Because I know at first you were a little hesitant on how it is, but I know I've noticed that you've been really close with them. So how has that been?
Yeah, it kind of like start awkward the first time to share a room with a person that you don't know anything about him, but then you start to be more closer, and you share a lot of interests together. We go to get the gym, we watch movies, we study together. She drove me to get night snacks, and it's really fun to have a friend that you can find him in the time that you need someone. She can be there for you.
That's awesome. Let's see.
Just so you know, that because we're recording audio, it records you too whenever you say stuff.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
So when you laugh, that comes through.
Oh, see, that's a nervous thing. Stop making me laugh. Okay, here we go. Have you had any other positive experiences living in a residence hall that has helped you with your goals and where you see yourself?
Living in a shared area help you to build your skills in communication, because you will meet student from night to morning, and it helped me also with being independent, because you don't have your mom here to help you cleaning or help you organize your life. You need to be confident and plan your whole day, plan how you can succeed in your studying, and make sure that your life here is organized, and also help you how to learn how to respect other people, because you have your freedom here, but also you need to respect other people's limits, and yeah.
Okay. Do you need to go over some questions because I was giggling?
If you'd want to, you can re-ask.
Okay, cool. So I don't feel pressure. You're answering just like how you did before, just whatever
Okay.
comes out, you can think of. What have you enjoyed about living in a residence hall?
We have a lot of I had a lot of fun here. The RIs throw parties. They provide us with. They organize events like bowling parties, and there's free food also. So it's really fun to take off all your stress, and yeah. That's it.
Uh, what types of activities and events have you participated in, and did you enjoy getting to know other residents while participating in those type of events and stuff?
I had my first experience in America by no wait okay, another time.
It's okay.
Okay. I experienced my first Christmas holiday here. We had a white elephant party and we shared gifts. We threw a party where we played games and my team of course win, and we went bowling. It was my first time ever trying to play bowling, and yeah, it was fun.
Have you been able to develop positive connections and like friendships here because of living in a residence hall? Like, how do you say that? Have you been able to develop positive connections and friendships here by living in a residence hall? You know, because seeing all these people that Pierce College maybe you wouldn't have crossed paths unless you had a class together. But because living here, has that developed any more connections and friendships?
The dorm is actually a small community because there's different people with different backgrounds, and to make new friends here will help you to achieve a lot of your tasks like studying. You have people here to help you with your math homework. You have people who can help you to rehearsal an interview. I even got my internship thanks to you and the manager Katie, because it's as I said, it's a small community where you can find really helpful people here that can support you whenever you need them. So.
That's awesome. Thank you, Yasmin. So, anything else you need from us?
Let me see, get that started. Just so I can get it right, can you tell me your name and spell your name for me?
Eins, E-I-N-S.
Okay, and
Yeah.
where are you from?
I'm from China.
All right, great.
Yeah.
And all set. Okay, anytime you're ready, you can start interviewing them.
Okay. Here we go.
So what have you enjoyed about living in a residence hall?
Like, it's my first time to live with others in the same room, and like it's kind of like different experience for me, and we can go to somewhere else together and have food together. That's really good for me because I used to live alone in the host family, which makes me like lonely, kinda, yeah.
What type of activities or events have you participated in at the residence hall?
Like the cooking and the bowling, yeah, it's pretty good.
And did you get to enjoy knowing the other residents?
Yeah, like in this residence hall, I know like almost everyone here. We just sometimes have talk and just like have fun together. Yeah.
How has it been living with your roommate?
He's good, and he's from South Korea, and we usually play games together and just share something, yeah, like food, friends, things like this. It's pretty good. Yeah.
Have you had any other positive experiences living in the residence hall?
I've the like people live here with me in the same class. We can share our works together and work as a team. Like just improve my grade something. Yeah.
Have you been able to develop positive connections and friendships here at the while living at the residence hall?
Yeah, I met a lot of friends here, like, and they are from like different country. We share different cultural. That's pretty cool.
How has that impacted your experience here in America and at Pierce College?
It's like let me experience the different culture and just improve my English too, because we, even though we're from different countries, we speak the same language. Like, you know, improve it.
Good.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good.
Awesome. How's it been?
It's been really good.
So, how has living at CGS impacted you, not just here, but at Pierce College?
Living here at CGS, it has really impacted me a lot, as in I've been able to focus more on my studies. Whereas, you know, living at home with my brothers and sisters and my dog, always making all this noise and people getting up at different times, to be able to have my own space and to be able to make my schedule that fits me the best has been one of the best things I've ever had.
So, here at CGS, you take on a leadership role as being the resident assistant. How has that impacted you positively, not just here, but in your general life?
Pause for a sec. Let me move.
Let's get something stuck here.
Alright.
I'm gonna need you to repeat that question.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to repeat it. Ready?
Anytime. Go ahead and repeat the question.
Okay. So, here at CGS, you are the resident assistant, which is a leadership role. How has that impacted you?
Oh, closer.
Oh, it's okay. I mean, just be careful
Oh,
when you move. It'll probably come after you, but you know, it's
What's
cool.
that?
Oh, it's not like hung up, so just when you do
Oh,
move,
yeah.
just yeah.
Okay, so I'll be careful because I don't want 7 years of bad luck. Because I've already had way my fair share.
I feel like you want that one.
Alright, go ahead and ask the question again.
So, here at CGS, you are the resident assistant. You were the first one. How has that leadership role impacted you, not just here, but in your general life?
It's impacted me a lot I've never been really that much in a leadership role. I've always kind of been the one in the kind of background. Like I would do leadership stuff, but never be the one that people would see up front, kind of like, you know, behind the scenes person. But it's impacted me a lot to be able to step up to my full potential and to see another side of me that I never really tapped into before at high school. And I did, you know, working at the Lakewood City Youth Council, being part of, you know, ASB my senior year. I never got to really, when I first got into high school, just experience that type of leadership and to be able to build upon that. So I feel like taking on this role has really impacted me a lot in how I can do that for any future things, because I do see myself going in a leadership way. And I just lost my question, what I was going to answer, but you know, go ahead. Edit that out.
Wait a sec. Alright, go ahead and ask this question.
Okay. So, living here at CGS, it is filled with international and domestic students. How have you connected with the residents here?
Okay, hold on.
Do you want me to repeat it now?
Yeah, go
or-
ahead and repeat it for her.
Okay. Living here at CGS, it is filled with international and domestic students. How has that... Oh, I lost the question.
How does that impact?
Now, how have you connected with them? That's what it is.
Okay.
So, do you want me to ask the question again?
You don't need to. It's more for her.
Okay.
When I go back there, I'm recording you asking the question. When I come up here, I'm recording her answering it.
Okay.
Okay. So, okay, hold on. Okay, how has it impacted? Wait,
So,
how have I
living here at CGS, there
connected
are...
with them?
Yeah.
Oh, different ways I've connected with the residents, whether they be international or domestic. Most of the time that we do have, whenever they come in, I'm working the desk or I'm walking in between throughout the building. I usually say, hey, you know, how are you? Try to reach out to them and see, you know, how their day is going going to check in on them, as well as when we plan our events, whether it be bowling, cooking, or doing a floor meeting just to check in with everyone to make sure everyone's up to date on any up and coming things, to just see how everything's going and try to reach out to them. Even when I'm at school, when I'm passing by and seeing them, I just say, hi, hi Kana, how are you, and just say, I feel like I did a lot of circle talking.
It's okay. It's all right.
That was a little
So-
rough. That was a little rough.
Just FYI, the next question I'm going to ask you
It's really
is
intense.
Huh?
They're really intense.
no.
Oh.
Ready for the next one?
Personally,
Okay.
being the resident here, have you enjoyed your experience sharing communal space with others?
Okay. Yeah. All right.
So, ready?
Yep.
Okay, so personally, you being a resident here, have you enjoyed sharing communal space with others? Has it provided an experience to connect with others to do homework? Positive experience for later hanging out with them outside of CGS and at Pierce College? How has that impacted you?
I knew that was happening. I knew it.
Oh, sorry.
Good. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Gosh. Say it one more time.
So just think, being a resident, how has sharing communal space and connecting with others impacted you here and at Pierce College? Like you as a resident, not a resident assistant.
Okay. So being just taken apart from being a resident assistant and being a resident, it's been really fun. I was hesitant at first because I've never had to do that before. Even going to the resident assistant conference that you will be going to in fall, I chose to be in my own room because I was a little hesitant on that. But being here, it honestly has opened my eyes to different possible like living conditions. Sharing a communal space, being able to see people, it's been a lot of fun because a lot of times for most of my life I was the only child, so having someone around my age and just being able to connect with them, and if I need help with any of my math or chemistry, I usually have a few go-to people that help me whenever I need it, and vice versa, I am able to help them. So it's been really fun, and also getting some fun cooking ideas in the kitchen because there's so many different cultural dishes, and most of the time my mom has cooked for me, so to be able to switch that and be able to provide for myself and just to pick up different recipes here and there, it's been really fun.
Okay.
Is that good?
Last
Is that good?
question. I'm going to ask you one more question and we can be done.
Last question.
Yeah.
I was like, girl, I don't know if I have that many questions for I'm gonna go through that.
Answers.
Yeah.
So I think the question is, did you answer a question about planning events?
Yeah, about that.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, I'm gonna go for it. See how this not smooth. Okay.
All right. Anytime you guys are ready.
So how has it been being a resident assistant here at CGS?
Just a moment. I'll make it.
Okay.
That's, ready?
Oh,
I turned it on, didn't I?
yeah.
I was like, might get a little hot.
Let me know when to go.
Okay, anytime you're ready.
Okay. Being a resident being a resident assistant here at CGS, honestly, has been very enlightening. It has allowed me to explore leadership roles that I didn't even know I possessed. It was very nerve-wracking at first, but I had a little bit of training being a desk assistant here. You get to know the residents coming in and out because you're sitting at the front desk, right? And then being a resident assistant here, hearing what they had to say while being a desk assistant, you get to get an idea on events to plan for them, and having that conversation with them is a little bit easier than just throwing me into the frying pan. Another thing is being a resident assistant has also allowed me to focus more on my studies. I come from a family, like we're very close-knit, and now I'm here by myself. It teaches you independence, and I love that. I love being independent. So that's how being a resident assistant here at CGS has impacted me in life.
That's awesome. I'm gonna heck, Fiverr. That's what I did for Yasmin. That gives me for my next question. I'm trying to like go over these and go over something like around the same lines. Okay.
So, being a resident assistant here at CGS and being a part of the creative team, which is me, you, and Katie, planning events, even with the chalkboards, the creativity just like flows. Like when we create events, say for example the Sham Rock and Roll event that's happening, like I just can I redo that actually? Yeah, because that was lame. 100%. I don't know what I was doing there. Okay. So being a resident assistant here at CGS and being a part of creating events and creating themes, so to say, because that is my major as a fine arts and music student, has allowed me to explore more creative ideas that I didn't think I really had. For example, the chalkboards that we have out there, like drawing the pictures of Moana and the bowling alley that we drew up there, even the birthday cake that we drew. Doing those things to me shows the residents that we're not just thinking on paper how to make this experience here at CGS fun. We want to show you visually so that you can see it. So the creative aspect of being here at CGS is wonderful in my opinion. I love it. It's an experience that I'll never forget, and it allows me to continue even more. Like I even have like a little butterfly painting that I did in my art appreciation. I didn't do it in my art appreciation class, but it was a part of my art curating case. And so showing that and showing the residents that it's not just about, I guess you could say, the general education of Pierce College, but experience the creative side that we all have. And
Brought to you by Katie King, CGS.
All right.
Batman.
Every time I say Batman, it might be King. He used to say he's wearing everything Batman, and between that and my brother. Okay. Okay. So, being here as a resident assistant and also living in the residence hall itself, how has living here and working here been able to make connections with our domestic and international students here at Pierce College?
Okay, go ahead.
Well, naturally, being a domestic student myself, I connect with the domestic students. And then, surprisingly, naturally, I connect with the international students. I've always been a part of something international, where it be Pacific Islanders or Asians or Hispanics, Latinas, you know, whatever it is. I've always been affiliated with it, because being in Lakewood, you have such a diverse culture around you. You can't help but not to be a part of it. And then being here and then being a student at Pierce College, you run into so many people. Like we have students from Tunisia, we have students from Hong Kong, Taiwan. There's one young lady that I know of in my art class who's from Australia. So this experience helps me to connect. And later on in life, I hope to use this experience, like traveling abroad and stuff like that. You'd be surprised what you learn from residents who aren't from here, learning their customs, how they cook food. Everybody loves food. You can connect through food. And then just sharing with them some of our activities in America, like our type of sports. I find it relatively easy to talk about football. I'm not a football fan like for like Seahawks, but like soccer, like I love soccer, and a lot of the residents here love soccer as well, since that is an international sport. Soccer, football. So yeah.
Sorry, I slipped out a giggle. I was like, ooh. I was like, come back.
Here's the deal.
Okay. What's the question? Like academics, like how being here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So how has being here not only as a resident assistant but also a resident in general, how has being in the residence hall at CGS helped you with your studies or affected you in any way for your academics and where you see yourself academically?
Girl, you can't tell. They already walked.
Okay, good to go.
Okay. Living here as a resident, by like just being a resident here at CGS, has affected me in a positive way. Nothing but positive. There are residents here who are taking the same class as I am. My degree is in fine arts and music, so we have a lot of residents here who are in choir. A lot of them play instruments, and we have some who are also in music theory. It's easy to seek them for help. When I'm by myself, living by myself, it's hard to really seek help from others. You don't have anyone, you're by yourself. And then being at Pierce College, being able to say, hey, last night when we were studying our homework last night, this is what I got from it. You can continue those conversations. That's how academically it has affected me positively. In academics, at school, I'm able to reflect that back here. And so, yeah.
Okay. Is there any questions you want me to touch upon, or are we solid? Did I get them all? Did I get them all back? Your work life, hearing, creative part, academics, connecting with people, building connections.
I think we're good. I think also. Is there any way we're gonna be able to look at this before you edit it and
Yeah,
The
we've
entrance.
already been.
Okay. Is it ready to go?
Yep, let's give it a shot.
Now let's take a look at the rest of the facilities.
All right, let's go ahead and do that one more time.
Okay.
And then I'll kind of follow you.
All right. Now let's take a look at the rest. Oh, wait.
Just a second.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, very good.
Now let's take a look at the rest of the facilities. This is the TV room where students can watch a movie or just hang out here.
Let's go ahead and do that again. Can you go ahead and put that jacket?
Jacket.
with the- Here, let me start this time.
Ready?
Okay.
This is a TV room where students can hang out or catch a movie or just do home. So this is the TV room where students can hang out, relax, or watch a movie together.
Actually, can you do it again, but pick it up after you say this is the TV room? Because this is out, you'll say that outside and then inside here. So when I say action, just say this is the TV room outside and open the door.
Okay, so you want me to start saying it before I open the door?
Yeah.
All right.
How's it going?
Okay.
Okay, is he in there right now filling?
This is the TV room where students can hang out or catch a movie or just relax here.
Okay, good. Should be all right.
Okay.
So,
So the following is our showroom, just a really typical double room. It is a really nice demonstration of what a double room can look like. I think I need to redo that.
yeah, let's go ahead and redo that. We went down too far.
This is our showroom, a typical double, just a really good demonstration of what a double can look like.
I'll have you open the door, Jack.
Okay.
Okay. Anytime you're ready.
This is our showroom, a typical double, just a really good demonstration of what a double can look like. And we do have a study room. Let's start again.
Yeah, you gotta talk a little bit more than
Yeah,
this.
I just,
Yeah, I gotcha. That's cool. Anytime you're ready.
and we do have a study room to provide a quiet environment for residents if they need it.
Good?
Food is not provided.
Yeah. Okay. Anytime you're ready.
This is our kitchen, where students bring their own.
Let's do that one more time, and then just say, this is our kitchen, and then walk in there.
Okay.
And then we'll take the rest up on the second take.
Okay. This is our kitchen.
Okay? And then do the same thing again.
All right, just
And then-
come. Whoa, okay. Should I? This is our.
This is our kitchen outside.
Should I outside and then
Yeah.
open? Okay. Okay.
Okay?
This is our kitchen. This is our kitchen, where students bring their own food and cook their own meal, as food is not provided. Okay.
That should be good for that.
Okay. This is our dining room, where students eat together.
All right, that's okay. I needed to review that anyway. Our White House is a little different
And we do have a study room to provide a quiet environment for residents if they need it.
Good.
Okay. This is our laundry room with full laundry facilities. Students do need to pay for their laundry with debit or credit cards.
Let's do that one more time.
Okay. This is our laundry room with full laundry facilities. Students do need to pay for their own laundry with a debit or credit card.
Very good.
Okay.
All right.